This is LA's first.
Live from Los Angeles, welcome to the Dr. Erin Show. We're all about manifestation, transformation, and breakthroughs. It's time to claim your birthright of prosperity, vitality, and love. So grab your tea or coffee because together we're awakening the world. May you live your truth. In this divine moment right here, right now, I know the truth of your increase, the increase of love and vitality and growth and abundance in all area of your life. I know the increase that lives and breathes as you, through you. So if you're somebody that desires increase, this podcast is for you. Welcome to the Dr. Erin podcast. We come together to know the truth, live on spiritual principle, and align with universal law. We truly believe and know that when somebody awakens, they have a gift and a message to bring to the world. And together, we're awakening the world. So let's do this, you guys. We're on a series of universal law. This is number 1 of 52, universal law of increase. Oh my gosh, I love this law so much, you guys. I don't know, this might be my favorite law, okay? Universal law of increase. So funny because last night I was, doing my kind of homework on this, doing my notes and kind of just looking over, kind of backing up and finding proof and just looking through all the different things. And increase is such a fascinating word because I come from zero religious background. I came from a family. My mother was anti-religion. And then I come from also the space of not even having the conversation around spirituality. We never even had the conversation of like, why are we here or the metaphysics or anything. So as I grew up, I became obsessed, really obsessed with the conversation around consciousness. And what was interesting is when I began to, learn more and more about the biblical, arena, if you will, one thing they would say a lot in their songs was increase. I have this beautiful song and it's like, increase, increase, increase. And I started to pray a fervent prayer, not just some man in the sky, but a fervent prayer. And it's a song that I use all the time to pray. And it works. Like that word for me has such significance in my life. And then I also see this a lot in traditional, non-religious work. For example, there's a book called The One Thing by Gary Keller. And in his book, he uses this metaphor of knocking down dominoes, and he actually uses the actual pictures of a domino that you can knock down a domino, and actually you can knock down the next domino could be 1.5 times bigger. So last night when I was researching, I came upon this great little video. It's not well produced, anything, but it showed the fact of this so much. So it's this gentleman, and he has these dominoes. There's 13 dominoes. And the very first domino is only, I think, 5 centimeters big. I'm sorry, let me find this here. It's 13 dominoes. The smallest one is about 5 millimeters high. And by the 13th domino, it's actually over 1 meter tall and over 100 pounds in weight. And so he knocks over the first teeny, like he literally had to take little tweezers to set down the first domino because it was so small. And he literally hits the first domino and it has a domino effect and it knocks down. And by the last one, the 13th domino is hard. Like it takes a minute for that, not a whole minute, but it takes like a few seconds for that last domino, that 100-pound, more than 1 meter tall domino. And the point is, he says, if this sequence was 29 dominoes in length, the last domino would be as tall as the Empire State Building. And so this is an image that I want you to really get, because this is really the gravity, no pun intended, around the law of increase. The law of increase states this pretty much. This law teaches us that the use of energy upon energy creates exponential growth. Whatever we give our energy to will grow and multiply. This is a synergistic, leveraging, and compounding factor of life. The extent to which you invest your energy into relationships that expand, investments that grow, and things you love is the extent to which you will catapult your life. Okay. And I want to make the distinction. This is different than the law of growth. The law of growth, I forget which one that was. It was like 35 or something like that. Number 35 in the series. The law of growth is different. The law of growth is where a ballerina can declare that they want to become a ballerina, but it takes a while for the law of growth for them to have the muscle memory and the skill set that it takes. That's different. This is the law of growth. This is the law of compounding, of increase, of knowing that there's a factor in this world that if you align with universal law, if you align with having a pure intention and doing one thing in with your energy and moving, pushing that one domino over, right? It has a catapulting result, right? We do that in society. We train and develop spiritual entrepreneurs, spiritual coaches, spiritual practitioners, new thought teachers, and doctors of divinity. Imagine what that does in the ripple effect of the leverage and the law of increase, right? So Robert Collier is a great teacher in the New Thought movement. I love Robert Collier. And he has a book. It's called Be Rich. And in this book, he talks about this exact principle. The principle is wherever you praise, he says it different, wherever you praise, you will experience increase. And so for non-religious people, they cringe at the word praise, right? But when you understand the word praise, it's like, where do you praise? Which really is the concept of where kind of the concept of tithing, the new type of tithing comes along also, which is basically, imagine you gave to an area of your life, knowing that that little amount or whatever it is you're able to do, it has to, through the law of increase, it has to knock over a domino in some area in that, and it has to have a ripple effect. It has to have a compounding effect at some area. And that's why we know faith. That's why we live in this place of understanding. Which brings me to the parable about the mustard seed in the Bible. The mustard seed is this great kind of, metaphor or parable on the fact that the mustard seed is the smallest seed, but it grows to this huge, like tree. And this is Mark's third parable of growth. And in this parable, Jesus teaches that although the kingdom of God started small, with Jesus and the disciples, it would grow and spread across the world to unlimited numbers of followers, okay? Literally, like, just think about how many people are impacted now by Christianity and even Christian mysticism, which we refer to all religions, all science, all philosophy, but, we definitely teach Christian mysticism as well. And so the point is that every thought is like a mustard seed. Every small action that you take, everything that you give, everything that you focus on, where you put your energy is the mustard seed. The mustard seed may be small. You may feel like, oh, I'm never going to climb that mountain. Oh, I'm never going to be able to launch that business. Oh, I'm never going to be, world-renowned spiritual leader. But the truth is increase. The truth is that if you keep your heart in it, and you give your time and energy into it, even if it's small little action, even if it's small thought, even whatever's there, if it truly has the intention, because a seed has intention in it. Why does one seed grow one thing, an oak tree, and another seed can grow, a mustard seed? Why? Because there's intelligence. There's an intention that is in that seed. And so for you, as you go into this day, as you look and really feel into your heart of what you truly want to accomplish in this life, what really matters to you is one little seed you have to plant, one teeny little seed. And in that seed, something else will grow, right? It begins to grow, and you just have to nurture it and water it and know that that seed grows into something you have no idea. It says that the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed that a person took and sowed in a field. It is the smallest of all seeds, yet when fully grown, it is the largest of the plants. It becomes a large bush. It's the largest bush, they say. And the birds of the sky come and dwell in its branches. Gary Keller said the same thing in his book, The One Thing. Gary Keller developed the largest real estate company in the world. And in his book, he wrote it, and he titled it The One Thing. And the reason why is because he would ask himself, what is the one thing I can do so that, I take it basically is like that makes me have a quantum leap, or that makes other things like go off my table, right? What is the one thing? What is that one thing? And so on the, on this website that I saw that little video, it said, if a 5 millimeter domino can set a chain reaction into play that has the potential to topple the Empire State Building, think about the kind of effect you could have on the world right now with your right thinking. So look, as truth seekers, as people that have had spiritual callings, as spiritual entrepreneurs, as spiritual coaches and spiritual teachers, and on and on and on, we care about truth, right? That's why you're here. That's why we're in community. That's why you're in my tribe, because we care. We've had a calling, because we know that the truth sets us free. And so we may think the world's in shambles. Why? I can't get it done anyway. Forget about it. No, like, we have to remember this law. We have to remember that our one inspirational thought can have a ripple effect, a domino effect in somebody's life that we have no idea, right? We have no idea. We may never see that person ever again. We have to know that our right thinking, our inspiration, our divine truth, that we speak truth only. What is the ripple effect that it can have, the domino effect it can have on the world and on families and on one lineage? Just think about that. And so I just know today, as I think about and ask and remember again, one of my favorite quotes ever is, ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and he that knocketh it shall be opened. And I always restate it. Ask and it shall be given to her. Seek and she shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto her. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and she that seeketh findeth, and she that knocketh it shall be opened. And so I know this for sure. God is not a man or a woman. God is you. God is that essence, in true essence, the force, the source within you that is all creation at all points in time, and that can move mountains, that can knock down the Empire State Building. What is the one thing, aka the domino, you're ready to knock over? That is my question for you. What is your one domino? What is your one thing? And so I just know today in this divine moment that the law of increase, that every last drop of it is who you are. You are the law of increase. You are the law of increase. So anywhere that you're feeling that your energy is being drained, it means that you're not using this law. Spend time, pivot, and know that your dreams are destiny if you stay focused on what you love. Serve, give, praise the areas of your life. Praise money, praise people, praise all the things that you love in life. Praise the moments that you love. Praise them. Give blessings to them. Give money where in those areas that you love so they can expand and increase and increase and increase. Focus on that which you wish to expand. Give thanks and praise every penny that you have, every friend that you have, every ounce of energy within all your cells. Align with people who are like-minded and witness the miracles of increase. And so I simply know this in my mind and heart. As together we say, and so it is. I love this law. I think this is my favorite law. I'm not going to lie. Okay. So if you are somebody that enjoyed this podcast, please give a little review and share it with a friend. And if you're somebody that's ready to really fulfill your dreams of turning your love for and passion for spirituality into a career, come on over and check us out, soulciety.com, or you can check me out on social media, drerin.TV, DRERIN.TV. We've got lots of free gifts, you guys. Oh, we have challenges. We have 3-day challenges and 5-day challenges that are free. They teach you tons of stuff, okay? How to monetize. Okay, have a beautiful day, and may you live your truth.
Thank you for tuning in to Soulciety and Dr. Erin podcast. If you've had a calling to be a spiritual leader or coach, you can go to soulciety.com and check out our free training. If you've received value here, I would love it if you take a moment and give a 5-star review. In exchange, I have a ton of free gifts for you. Grab your free awakening book, 40 guided meditations, and digital manifesting masterclass. I also have a free money meditation and worksheet for you so you can begin to break through your scarcity mindset and claim your birthright of prosperity. You can get all of your gifts and learn about our upcoming transformational events in my bio link in both Instagram and Facebook. That's under drerin.tv, which is DRERIN.tv. Also, I'd love to invite you into our free private community on Facebook under groups called Soulciety. That is facebook.com/groups/Soulciety. That's SOULCIETE. Have a divine day and may you live your truth.